Yes. So what I was thinking, like the document I am going to share with you, it will have a path and it will also have some links for particular skills like I've told about Excel, BI tools, Python, machine learning, and there are certain sources which I have followed, and I would also like you to suggest to follow those on. So let me share the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see the document?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the path I have actually created, and there are two different paths. One is for BI analytics engineer, or you can say Tableau or Power BI development, and this can be a role. And another role is for data analyst or data scientist. These two roles actually correlate to each other in some extent. But for data analyst, Python programming is not that much needed, but you need some basic knowledge. But in case of data scientist, you need a good amount of knowledge in Python, means hands-on practical knowledge. So, firstly, talk about this BI analytics engineer path. So you can see here, statistics is the first one. In case of BI analytics also, and also in case of data analytics for data scientists. So you should start with statistics as I have already told you. Now, I have previously asked you to follow MS Excel in the very last phase, because at the very last phase you will have probably ample amount of time to cover the MS Excel. That is why I have suggested you to study Excel at the last, but you can also start with Excel. But I would rather suggest after statistics, you go to SQL, and from that mode.com or other sources, I will also talk about those. Learn SQL, and after that, the BI tool, either Tableau or Power BI. And after that, go for Python or R. I have written here that only the statistics and the visualization libraries, means the libraries, Python libraries or the R libraries which are used to do the statistical analysis and for graphs or plots, the visualization. And after that, you can go to do some projects. Cloud technology is another one which may be needed. There may be some requirement of cloud technology in very particular JDs, but not in most of them. So this is the path, more or less, we will have to follow. And if you are looking for a data scientist course, then start with statistics and straight go to Python, because here Python is more important, and also cover some amount of machine learning. After that, go to SQL and then BI visualization tool. So this flow, you should maintain this flow. This flow is important. And after the BI visualization tool, there will be projects. And after that, or along with the projects, you can do the MS Excel also. So these are the paths. And to follow that, here I have added the courses. Like the first one is statistics. Obviously, you don't need anything else for statistics rather than the statistics playlist, which I have already suggested. So there is the playlist. You can go directly from this link and you can watch the playlist. There are 43 videos I have just checked. So you can complete that within 15 to hardly 20 days max. Because at least you should cover 2 to 3 videos each day at least, with the notes, and also if there is any practical implementation, as I have already told you, you should do that along with the instructor. So in that manner, you should at least complete 2 to 3 videos in a day. So hardly it will take 15 days or max to max 20 days. And talking about the Excel, I have already told you to follow the MS Excel playlist and Excel VBA macro playlist. Both of those playlists are in tutorials point YouTube channel. So you can straight go from here, MS Excel introduction, from beginner to advanced, and this one is Excel VBA. So you have to complete both of these one by one. First, follow the MS Excel playlist, then go to the Excel video macro playlist, and obviously do along with the instructor. Follow whatever he is doing, and do that in your Excel or Google Sheet, these softwares. And then Python. For the Python, there are multiple suggestions actually. And why this is so? Because the first one which I am going to suggest is means it is a Udemy course, and you have to buy that. Actually, that is associated with some cost. So that is why I haven't mentioned that previously. But these 100 days of code, the complete Python Pro Bootcamp for 2022 by Dr. Angela Yu, it is a really good course. It is a really, really good course. Okay. And most probably this will take around 1 month or 1.5 months to complete this whole playlist, the whole bootcamp, and you will be pro in Python. Actually, you will be enough acquainted with Python knowledge that you can crack the written test, or you can crack the interviews of data analyst or machine learning engineer also. But I think if you are going for data analyst role or BI analytics role, that much code you don't need. So for that purpose, you can skip that. But if you are willing to do this, you are two. So you can buy one course and you can utilize that. But if it is not possible, or if it is that is not needed also that much, so you can skip that, and you can start with uh, one of these two playlists. One is Python for Beginners by Telescope, which I have already suggested. It is a this is the playlist for beginners, and either this or the Python tutorials for absolute beginners by Code with Help. Probably you have heard is Code with Help. So any one of these will be very helpful. And if you think that you are going to follow Chris Nayak all through your journey, you can also follow his Python tutorial. He has a complete Python tutorial. You can also follow that. That is not a problem. And why I have not suggested that here, that is I am going to tell you, like machine learning. For machine learning, obviously there is one and only source, that is Chris Nayak's complete machine learning playlist. That will be enough to make you interview ready or industry ready, I would rather say. And interestingly, Chris Nayak has added 50 to 60 videos of his Python playlist to this machine learning playlist. That is why I have not mentioned Chris Nayak's Python playlist here. He has already added the Python in first 30 to 40 videos, or probably 50 videos. So you can learn from there also. And after learning the Python, you can straight go to machine learning, means linear regression algorithm or classification algorithm, the logistic regression, the basic ones. So that will also help. And after that, if you want to go deeper, and if you want to have some good projects under your belt, and if you want to have some hands-on experience, you can also follow these playlists. This is a complete machine learning bootcamp by Code for Cause. It was a live bootcamp which I personally attended. That is why I am suggesting it. And all the recorded videos are there, but the videos are long. Videos are about 1 hour to 1.5 hours, or 2 hours maybe. Some videos, 15 to 16 videos are there. You can also follow that, but obviously after reading, means after completing this Python, any one of these Python tutorials, and obviously after following the machine learning playlist of this time, you can go there and get some great mathematical intuitions about basic machine learning algorithms, And along with that, their use cases means some good projects. The algorithms are used in some projects or use cases to show their utilization. Okay. So in that case, this ML bootcamp can be helpful. And for SQL, I have already suggested you this mode.com SQL tutorial. And again, there is a Udemy course by Jose Cortila. And this Udemy course is actually, this is also you have to pay something to buy this course. But if you can avail it for free, because sometimes the Udemy courses are just giving away some free coupons, okay, or it is sometimes as less as only 500 rupees. So both of you can uh, buy only one course and utilize it. Okay, so this is a very good course. He has taught PostgreSQL here, but this is more or less similar with MySQL or MSSQL. So that will not be a problem. But he has covered about everything. He has covered about everything regarding SQL. That will be enough for you. But if you can't avail that, you can obviously go through this mode.com SQL tutorial that is highly suggested. As I have already told you, from basic to intermediate, then advanced, then go to SQL for analytics. And rather than that, the Pragmatic SQL Server tutorial by Gustavo Sanchez, that is also a very good playlist, which is available for free in YouTube. As you can see here, you can also follow that. There are about 100 to 150 videos are there. And the length of the videos are very short, about 1 to 2 minutes or 3 minutes, maximum is 5 minutes. So you can follow that also. That will give you a very brief idea, very basic idea about SQL. But if you follow this mode.com tutorial from basic to SQL analytics, that would cover about everything. That would cover about everything. That will be highly suggested. And for Power BI or Tableau, for Power BI, as I have already told, that Pawan Lalwani sir's video, Power BI tutorial for beginners, it is also available. And then Pawan Lalwani sir's another playlist, Power Query for Power BI. This is also available. You can just go there directly and follow that playlist. For Tableau, I would suggest a playlist by Abhishek Agarwal. It is also available for free in YouTube only. So if you are willing to learn Tableau, then go there. But Power BI is highly suggested for the beginners as it is more user friendly. And there are some bonuses like, yes, this is a very important thing. Like you have to know that how to search in Google, because each and every time you are not going to write all the codes, and you are actually, this is not possible for everyone to remember all the codes and all the syntax each and every time. And you have some requirement that you have to approach the data in this way. You have to write a code for this function. So you can just search that. You can just type in the Google. You can just search that, because Python has a very big community and a very active community. So if you search that, you are having already Stack Overflow there and other online sources like Jigs for Jigs and Tutorials Point. Many other websites are there, which will definitely help you. So there are some ways which are there. I have found this video in YouTube very helpful. 15 ways to search Google. 96% of people don't know about. So this will help you also. You can watch that at the very first place before starting with Python or machine learning. And these are some useful sites. Why I have mentioned that, I'm telling you, like Kaggle, I have already told you about Kaggle, that you can get the data sets from Kaggle, and also there are some competitions going on each and every day in Kaggle. There are also some tutorials about machine learning, Python basics in Kaggle only, that is free for all. You can utilize those, but I would hardly suggest you to not go anywhere else which I am suggested. Apart from that, don't go anywhere else. Just follow that path. Be consistent. Be focused in that path. That will help you to land a really good career. And after Kaggle, you can also follow Data World, Indian government data website, the stock market data, USA health data sets. So from here only, you can download the data and you can implement your knowledge which you have gained through the machine learning playlist or the Python playlist. Okay, so you can implement your knowledge, the machine learning knowledge or data analysis knowledge. You can also use these data sets in Power BI or Tableau for data analysis. In Excel also, you can prepare this data using your SQL skill. You can manage this data. So you can download the data or avail the data from any of these data sets, any of these websites. And this is my GitHub link. I have around 20 to 25 repositories there. Those repositories are all about the projects which I have done. So I have uploaded my projects in GitHub, and I would also suggest you to upload your projects also when you will do some projects. Just make a GitHub profile and upload your projects. It will be taken as an achievement for you and others also. So upload your projects in GitHub, and you can also go through my GitHub profile. You can go there. You can search for many codes and projects. You can follow those. You can copy the codes anytime. You can copy the codes anytime. There is nothing wrong in copying the codes, because as you are from a non-coding background or non-IT background, obviously you will not be that much proficient in coding. So there is nothing wrong in copying the codes, but you should have that much knowledge that you can modify your code according to your need. Okay, so that we will get from Krishna's machine learning playlist or the Telescope Python playlist, or if you are following that Udemy course also, you can get that knowledge. And this is my Medium link where I used to write some blogs, and there are about a couple of blogs are there right now, and I will keep on writing some blogs, adding some blogs, more blogs. You can also follow the Medium website for some important articles. You should read some articles anytime in the day, at least one article for 2 to 3 days. You should read that. You will gather a lot of knowledge from those articles. There are very good articles in Medium, and also I have suggested the 2 hours data science page and also the Analytics India magazine. And before that, there is a source. I have got this resource from a LinkedIn post. There are 285 machine learning projects, beginner to advanced. So when you are ready with your machine learning knowledge, with your Python knowledge, you think you are confident enough, you can go to this link. You can take help from here. You can get the data set. You can get the code from there. You can follow that. But obviously, whether you are copying the code or you are writing the code of your own, or you are writing the code from any YouTube video or any link, understand that. Try to understand the utilization of the code, not the syntax. Syntax is not important. The important thing is to understand the utilization of the code, that what the code is actually doing, what you are actually telling through the code to the Jupyter notebook or your machine to do, and what is it is actually performing. So you should understand that, and that amount of knowledge will gain, I'm sure. And this is my LinkedIn page, the Insights LinkedIn page. After completing all these, probably my page will be active, and I am continuously looking to add more and more job opportunities and internship opportunities there in my page. You can go there. You can follow that page. That will help you in your near future. After completing the course, obviously, not before that. And yeah, that's it. And the best pages to get, I've already told, towards data science, Medium, and analytics. And along with that, I would also suggest you to be super active in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very, very important source of knowledge also, and of to build a connection, to build a huge community. A huge data science community is there who are also in your stage, or someone is also proficient, also knowledgeable than you. So you can take help from there also, as you have connected to me through LinkedIn only. So that is the case. So these are the things which you have to follow. So do you have any question or any query? Any confusions?
No, Subhabrata. Hello.
It is okay, right?
Yeah,
Hello.
it's okay.
Okay. So this is the thing. I will share this doc with you. You just
Okay.
follow the path. And as I have already told you that if you have any problem or if you face any problem, you can connect with me at the weekend, in the weekends, for a couple of hours. We will talk about that, and I will also check your progress that whether you are doing it in right way or not. Okay.
Yeah, sure. We will do that.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
So
Can you
we
share
will.
this?
Yes.
Hello. Can
Yes.
you
Yes.
share this image, this PDF to our mail ID? Is it possible?
Yes. Yes. Sure. I will share that in LinkedIn on with Rajesh.
Okay, fine, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
share
I
with.
will share this doc. Obviously, I will share this.
Okay, fine.
And
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See.
Welcome.
No, you have to say you have to.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I was telling about if you could provide your email IDs in the chat section, that would also be helpful.
Sure, doing it.
Or I can just share the document with you. Yes, here it is. I have attached this. Probably you have got. You can download it from here only. Got
Yeah,
it,
sure.
right?
We will do it. Yes, yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay. And
Thank
yes, these videos I will try to put these videos in YouTube also. If you need this, I will share the link. You can follow this video after this session also. Okay. I will share the link if you need this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be better. Yeah, you can share the link with us. We will also follow that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So have a great day. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thanks a lot for
Thank you.
this.
You too.
Welcome. Welcome. Most
Thank you.
welcome.
Good night. Bye.
Yeah.